Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to create this nice beautiful rounded element design inside Adobe XD. So what are we waiting for? Let's get it started. We'll be designing inside Adobe XD and this is the design which I have done already. I'm going to create a new artboard and start from scratch. So let's just save it and start a new project. I'm going to use iPhone X size. And we got the new artboard. Let's start our design with header. And as you have seen, we have this hamburger menu and the notification bell icon on the top in action bar. So let's create that first. For hamburger menu, you can use icon if you have it, or simply just draw it. It's not that difficult. So in the rounded design concept, everything has to be rounded. If you see the cap of this line, it's rectangular. It's still sharp. So we can click on this icon over here and that will become rounded. Here it is. Just reduce the size a bit. Let's duplicate it. Maybe 8 pixel, increase the length and duplicate it again 8 pixel and decrease the length. Something of this sort. Let's just group it by Command G. I'm going to use this guideline to place 24 pixel and I'll move this icon here. And for the right side we have this bell icon, so I'm not going to draw the bell icon. Instead I'll use this icon for design plugin and I'll say bell. We got a lot of option. I'm going to choose this one because we in this design we are using the outline theme. We are not using any fill icon but using the outline theme. Let's resize a bit. That looks perfect. Reduce the size of the line. Also, let's give a 24 pixel margin from right side. Let me just make it black real quick and our header is ready. Oh, one more thing left to do. Just draw a circle on top of the bell which will indicate the new notification item and make it red. It's that simple. You can also change the color of the border to white so that it mixes with the background. How's it looking? Nice, right? Okay, now let's move ahead and create the title of the page. If you want to see the design, here we have the title, the profile completeness bar and profile image. How we're gonna do it? Let's grab the text tool, create jobs dashboard. You have to use a clean font and I'm going to use Avenir for that. I'll put the link in description. You can download from Google and I'm going to use the black variant which will give this nice bolded effect. And let's change the font color also to black. So our title is ready. Let's create the profile completeness bar. So we have taken the line, just increase the size to 4 pixel, make it rounded, change the color to something light color like this. Just duplicate it by Command D and reduce the size, and you can use the primary color over here which is theme of your application. Either it's red, blue or whatever you have choose. In my last application I have used this blue theme. Now let's try with the red color. So this is there. Now let's create another text, completeness. To decrease the size 12 pixel, that's fine. Change the font type to medium, color to something of this sort, and little bit of spacing between this. Let me just quickly grab this rectangle tool and create a profile picture over here. So this is going to be my profile picture. I can reduce the size a bit. Yep, that's fine. And let me just use this image which is from Xamarin event I attended long back in 2017, I guess. Yeah, 2017 or 16. So let's just copy it and right click and say paste appearance. So this will copy your image inside the rectangle. So why we did that? Because we want to play around with rectangle and not with the aspect ratio of the image, because image may have a different aspect ratio, but what we have drawn with the rectangle, so that will give control to change the image accordingly. We can crop it also. I'll show you how. So now we are going to change the radius. So I have used a 16 pixel off rounded corner. Now if you double click on this, you can move this image like this. You can scale it, you can, play around with the image. If you're using any raw image which is not sized properly, it's a good idea to put inside a circle or rectangle and paste the image inside that, so that you can control it externally. Now we have the upper part of the design ready. Let's go ahead and create the main content of this application, of this page, which is this box. So let's go ahead and grab the rectangle tool. Rectangle tool will be used all across this kind of a design and will be providing radius with the help of this little tool over here. And this time I'm going to use 24 pixel of roundness. Perfect. Let's change the color to red theme that we used, or maybe we can grab this color from here with a color picker. Let me just quickly pull in all the values. These are some random values that I have used. Oh, I have changed the opacity mistakenly. No issues. Search appearances. Yalla. We got this main ribbon over here. Let's use a divider to separate out the elements because it's looking all in the one line. That is not looking good at all. So I'm going to use a line again, and this time we'll use a dash of 2 pixel maybe, and let's change the color to this. Yeah, this looks okay. We can also reduce the opacity to blend with the background, and 50% I'm going to keep. Yeah, this looks fine to me. Now let's just duplicate it and place it over here. Fine. So this part of the design is ready. Now next part which we see is this section where it will show all the jobs matching to the CV of this profile. So what we are going to do is grab this title real quick, just duplicate it, place it over here. We can say based on your profile, change it to medium, and we'll also change it to 20 pixel. Fine. Now let's draw the job openings as we see. So there's a box and there's going to be one logo here. So let's pull in the content. So I'm going to provide this content real quick. Let me drop an image, like any image is fine. So I'm going to use the Flutter icon over here. Oh, well, that's too big. Let me just resize it. Here we have it in the center. Perfect. Add the roundness about 24 pixel again here. So we are going to use a light color. Don't use dark color over here because this is going to be list and all the elements will be too much highlighted for the purpose it's being served. So let's grab some light color like this. You can use any other color if you want, just like I have done in this example where it is. See the lighter colors, baby blue, baby pink, and those kind of light shades that you can use. Okay, and just remove the border. This I can make it 12 pixel, and this I can change it to 9 pixel. Even we can make this card a little bit broad so that we can have this spacing from left hand side. That's looking awesome to me. Let's just grab everything and press Command G. So we have grouped this. Now what we can do is just use a repeat grid over here, click on that and extend it like this. So we have a multiple item in the list going on. You just want 4 of them or 3 of them, okay? And you have all the other elements. It's that easy. You can just click it and drag it, and you can do it in the vertical direction as well if you have a grid or something like that, but I'm not going to do that right now. This is fine. Now we have this all job profiles. What we can do, just click on it and say ungroup the grid. So now you have these different elements. Just grab other images, say for example this XD image I'll use. We can just resize it and place it like this, not a big deal, and say this is Adobe XD Designer. Just to inform that this is going to be a company logo, this will be the job title, and this will be the place where their opening is. So we have covered this part. Now we are going to design the bottom part of this page, which is this recent searches, because in job application people searches with the different keywords, and different places. So it's a good idea to provide that all searches in one place. So let's grab this title again and say recent searches. Okay, you have to make sure that you are keeping the distance between these elements, otherwise this page is going to look too cluttery. So you have to maintain the distance between the elements so that it looks nice and clear. And now I'm going to use a kind of a chip design, which is again a rounded design like this and something like this, and here we will place the keyword which the user searched last time. So let me just grab and say, for example, okay, let's just decrease the size. We'll increase the font a bit, give it a color. Again, we are going to use some lighter color, so you can use any shade, but it has to be light color, something of this sort, and remove the border. And let's just group it by Command G again, and we are going to duplicate this multiple times we want. And here we have this nice chips design. Okay, so we have our page almost done. Just last thing that we have to do is design the bottom navigation bar. Now for bottom navigation bar, as you can see, we have used these 3 icons. Depending on the navigation of your pages, you can have multiple icons. Let's design the bottom navigation bar real quick. So I'm going to use a home, this icon. I hope someday they will provide this drag and drop feature, because clicking on this and getting on the top really annoys me a lot. So I'm wishing that Adobe XD someday will release that feature, or if it's already exists and I'm not aware of it, please suggest me how to do that by writing in the comment section below. Quickly, I'm going to pull all the icons required for bottom navigation bar and align it properly, something like this. So the bottom navigation bar elements are ready. One final thing we'll do to indicate which item is selected, we are going to draw this circle. We'll push this element backwards by pressing Command and opening curly brace, and just remove the border first thing. Why they are giving everything with a border, I'm not sure. And again, we can use the same color to match our theme and make it white color, just like that, and our design is super ready. And here we have it, a nice rounded design. Hope you guys like the video. Give a thumbs up, subscribe the channel if you haven't already, and provide your comment. Your comment really helps me and encourages me, so don't forget to give your feedback, your valuable suggestions, what video I should make next. And thank you so much once again for watching. See you in the next one.